I guess, some hours ago when the second thing finished and the battery went out, and apparently, I think we finished the medical, what was it called, but I found something else. Medical mycology reading. Oh, yeah, that was the slide thing and all that. Yeah, it's hard to remember. So yeah, I still have a huge amount of things. It's just it's mountain of material to read and study, and it's just way over my head. But anyway, here we have the free dictionary. If I turn it around, in regards of medical mycology. Oh yeah, and by the way, instead of candy, if you want something that is great, is instead of candy, which is antimicrobial and full of antioxidants, buy this. See if we can get it. Can you see what it is? Gloves, I think it's in English. Now in Danish we call them nilliger, but it's called gloves. And this is just a little package, like 15 grams. And you can easily have them with you, right? I guess you could make your own small candy, so-called candy bags in some sense, a small candy bag to take along. I wonder if, there must be other things of antifungal things in regards to, and also, the breath as well, you're chewing them up, and it gets a good, now I'm pretty used to pretty spicy, what's it called, the other thing, the root thing that is pretty, I can eat that without any, I just sit there and eat it, what is it called, in English, I tend to forget it always. Let's see if we can find yep, there we go. I know the name in Danish, but yeah, in regards of it gets a good instead of candy, you don't need to have candy to have something to eat. You can put some antifungals thing, and it's pretty tasty. Just sitting there, and then you smell lovely out of the mouth as well, and all that. I don't know in regards of what was the called in. I don't know that maybe you can get it right as well in regards of ginger. Oh yeah, I can sit and eat ginger pretty much. Just be careful of eating too much, because it seems like it can do a little in regards of the ticker. I'm not sure if it's the blood. I heard that it can actually thin the blood. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, but I can sit there and eat it, and it's pretty good. And of course, there's a point where where you get too much, and then you just stop a little. But pretty much. And they say it's healthy, and they say it also is antifungal and all that. Again, I've tried so many things, and I still have my issues. Again, it's like Doug Kaufman is talking about, the Roman papist. You have to be aware that you just have to discern what, he knows his stuff in regards of fungi. Just be careful of all that Romanism, and just read the Bible, and be careful of Paul, and just go that direction. Anyway, that's the best suggestion I can get. You have to become aware that there's a lot of liars and deceivers out there in the world trying to get you off track. Anyway, medical mycology, and I was looking into books. That's right. Oh yeah, I was looking into books in regards of Google. So you can make it a little small, so you can still see me. Whatever. I guess it gets a little flavor to the. And as I always say, truth doesn't hide behind the mask. So if you see anyone going with a mask, now of course in the winter when it's cold and all that, that's nice with a mask. But besides that, here we have, that was the book that we actually were into in regards of, suggested in regards of mycology. Now, again, I'm not a book reader. And here we see a fungi, it's the strings and all that typical thing in regards of, it's the PhD. Actually, PhD, as I understand it, stands for philosopher, I think. A doctor in philosophy. Wow, that seems kind of pagan, right? Anyway, so here we have safety precautions for the mycology laboratory. So do not eat, drink, or smoke in the laboratory. I think you should pretty much not do that anywhere in regards to drinking alcohol and smoking and yeah, well, there's some different things. Okay, so I guess it's a book about mycology, how to use the manual. It's implied. 55 degrees equal actually a range of 55 degrees Celsius to 57 37 Celsius. It's a little hard with the camera to put it somewhere where it doesn't disturb the okay. And KO Shade, I heard about that. There's something in regards of dissolving things so they can see it. Mutants with maple. Yeah, there's a lot of info. Elements of mycology in regards to the study of fungus. Yep. Oh, here we have, this looks like a single cell and budding and all that. A blastospore is a bud produced from either a sporogenous cell or it would be very nice with a computer game in regards to fungus. Now I did try that was a mobile program that was very fungus-like. I think I've actually deleted it. You could pretty much only play multiplayer and it actually seemed kind of tedious overall. But it was free, and it was on. It might, yeah. I don't know. It just seemed. I guess it's an interesting concept and all that. I guess if, I don't know. But it was a little like fungi and where you move around and make fungi and attack other fungi and so forward and all that. But yeah. So that was, I can't remember the game name. I played it in one of my videos, where you just sat around and you're going around for food, and then you can attack others as well. It looked like you're in a petri dish or something like that. Elements of classification of fungi, but overall it would be nice to have a more a Candida game actually, because if Candida is the first and foremost fungal infection in the world, it would maybe be nice with a game in regards of Candida albicans. So people would get to learn the enemy and all the weapons that we know of. It's like huge amount. Actually, Doc Kaufman talks about they actually use the immune system to also travel around in the body. So, that the immune system in some sense play ball with the fungi. I'm not sure if that's what it got. Fungi can do a lot of things where they can manipulate, a host. So it wouldn't be a surprise if they actually manipulated immune, something that is actually a part of our immune system, and actually manipulated it to actually use it for itself. It's incredible devious, It's it has so many different weapons, poison, hiding, destroying of immune cells. What was more? It's like it's just one, getting together in a sack, so they can't be hurt by our immune system, and yeah. Ugh, crap. It seems the book is free, at least for now. Significant. Oh, we're already at chapter 6. Have I walked so much? Oh, is it because it? No, 20. Okay. I have different kind. Oh, yeah, with Penicillium species and all that. Well, I am getting a little better to understanding some of That's a long, long way yet, you know. And I don't really want to go deeper into it in some sense. Of course, it would be fun and interesting maybe to actually take the course in mycology on the Danish university, if that is possible. But that's not my. That wouldn't be my totally, but it would be interesting in regards of trying to figure out how I solve the fungus issue in my body. I'm pretty certain it's a fungus issue. That's incredible, you know. I just wish I could, in some sense, just. Here we have dermatophytes, hair, skin, and nails. Fecal specimen. Joint. But okay, let's just go backward here and see if I could search on this. See, but again, the books and all that. I just hate this thing where they just, then you have to buy the book there and then the book there and there and there. It's stupid. It's just, if you buy the book, make it. It's just. I'm just. Anyway, because they want control. They want to be able to again, draw money from people, instead of. So you can buy it again and again and again and again. It's just. What was it? Medical, and I think medical mycology would be the thing that I would be interested in, and specific Candida albicans. Mycology search. Let's see what it finds. Medical mycology. Okay, a guide to study basic Oh yeah, there we go. Medical mycology. Like 38 kronos. Free sample. Huh. So there we go. That's a start. A guide to study of basic medical mycology. Was that the book I saw on Google? I think it was. Let's try it up. I move the camera over there and search medical mycology. I think medical. I really also should look into my mycology. I bought a MP3 player or a video player some months ago, and I haven't even set it up. It's just for the website and all that. I used time figuring out which one I wanted and so forward, because I wanted to have specific features to be able to do specific things and all that. And I found it a good player. I haven't just, stupid. I paid money for it, so I should set it up on the webpage, and figure out how it works. And set it up with some Christian music or something like that, and get used to that and use that instead of all the other places. So, yeah, it's just so many things again. Medical mycology images. I read the manual as well, but I need to get into it, and it was a little different book, Oh, that's the second edition, maybe? Medical mycology, current trends and future prospect. Oh, it looks a little different. Anyway, yeah, it's a different. Anyway, let's see what else there was. Of course, the problem is the mobile only have 64 gigabytes, and they tend to fill it up instead of filling up the SD card. Okay, medical mycology. I'm not sure why it opens another window here. We have medical mycology, 577 crowd. Oh, here we actually have we have the other one, that medical mycology second edition. I think that must be the second edition, or what? Doesn't say second edition, does it? No. 442 pages. Of course, I still have some free books to actually read in regards to these things, so I should probably not actually sit and look for more information. I already have so many other books, right? Current topics in medical mycology, 653 kronos. Incredible. It's like 600 kronos for a book. Current progress in medical mycology. Oh, just 1100 kronos. Oh yeah. Researchers given the heavy burden there is, yeah, whatever. Incredible. 1100 kronos. Oxford textbook of medical mycology. I guess I could probably get them on the library or something like that, and I still need to get those books back to the library I have. I haven't even figured. It's really bad of me not. Anyway, medical mycology, 600 kronos and so forward. Primarily, of course, it's Candida albicans I'm interested in. So, but again, overall, the topic, of course, is nice to. Isn't there any, isn't there a search option actually to have medical mycology and then just the free versions, Medical. Is it too hard to actually just give me all the results that is free? Isn't maybe I need to go longer. Is all of them paid? No, that's a free. International Biology Summit. Biology. Well, that's the biology. We don't. Microfungi. Yeah, would be nice, but no. Let's not have a nice feature just to be able to see all the options that are free, that might be out there. No, you need to go. Oh, there we go. No, that's not. Oh, well, I have the other program, of course, where they have books already too. But, just, it would be an interesting feature to have, right? But, of course, it's Google, so, of course, that feature is not there because Satan wants us to misuse a lot of time, Everything that we want in our mailbox, we don't get, and everything that we don't want in the mailbox, we get. It's like the world upside down. It's just a filthy world. But anyway, I still have this up there and that one here to research. I can't remember what that was. Oh yeah, that was the animated pocket dictionary of microbiology. Seems like my brain is a little fried. I'm just doing research all the time or listening to lectures and all that. It's pretty much I've done for years nearly. Well, I've done other research, of course, as well in regards of the Bible and health and all that. So, there's so many lies and so many deceptions out there. So, this is like, and I still haven't seen these as well. So that's something to look into. And maybe I was thinking maybe it could be an interesting pay maybe and learn different things on whatever, just to get a quick overview over the things with a video, but that costs money as well. But might be interesting. Medical terminology, I don't really, but that's free books, I guess. Immunology, I can't remember what that was. There's some information to read as well. So I guess it's not totally important in regards of that's more than enough. It's like overwhelming information. And of course, in some sense, I can throw a lot of it away when I figure out what actually works, right? And then we have mycology, but I guess that might actually have been free, this one. So maybe that's actually pretty good. Laboratory method, medical mycology. Oh, laboratory method, that might actually be pretty good, actually. Maybe Google actually have hit the nail here, in regards of that might be a good book. I don't know. At least it seems to be free. I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's 200 pages. Fungi. Ooh. Did you just see that? We have pictures. Oh, let's see. Oh, whoa. That looks good. What we have here? Ooh. Why does it Why does it not turn the book around? Why do I need to? Huh. Let's just turn it this side. Okay, so this is an Aspergillus fumigatus. Note how regular in length the phyalites are. This is suggestive of the indentive. I do wonder in regards of if you take a course in fungus, if they actually have plates with the different fungus in like, so you can quickly see it under a microscope and I don't know if, if they, what happens if they die or whatever, but, it would be interesting if they have like prepared, I've seen some prepared for microscopes where you can buy like whether 20 or 40 or maybe 100 slices that is already prepared for you, and you can look under a microscope on these things. Maybe there's something in regards to the fungi as well. That could be interesting. Aspergillus. They have drawings of it as well. It's a collection of Candida of A. flavus around an air bubble. So those things that are around the air bubble, these are the spores, as far as I understand it. This is not a cross section of Vesilici of Aspergillus, which is phyalites. It's in an air bubble. Okay, I guess they're trying to distinguish the air bubble from some diagnostic Candida of opportunistic and saprophytic fungi. You think we can find Candida albicans, maybe? There's some Candida thing and all that. No. See if we can find. This is what? What does it say? A teased preparation of Candida species. Candida, okay. What is that? That's the Mycology species. I've heard about that. I haven't really gone deeper into the Mycology species, but anyway. Rhizopus. Syngcel phalastrum. Penicillium. Okay. That's the one they make the poison from, the penicillin from. Then they take it and in this and feed it. I think it was feeding it with sugar or something like that. And then afterwards they take the poison and, take it away, and from the fungus and put it in a pill. Yeah. Concentrated poison. Paecilomyces. Okay. And we have Scopolari opis. Do we? Oh, no, that's a Fasurium. You can see it looks stiff. But you have the threads, but you don't have the dots. You have long straighted things instead of the. Where you have this is an Aurobasidium pullulans. Don't they have any Candida albicans? I'm really disappointed. They didn't have Candida albicans. How can you have a book about mycology without Candida albicans or any of the Candida species? Or maybe they have it in another place. Oh, there's something. Oh yeah. So. Bum 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 bum. At least there was some pictures that was interesting. I don't understand why there wouldn't be anything in regards to Candida. More pictures. Candida albicans. There we go. Why didn't they show a picture of Candida albicans? This is carbon assimilation test for Candida albicans using an axonographic method. This is a positive nitrate assimilation test using a oxonographic method. Okay. Geotrichum candidum. I think I've heard about that at some point. So, Candida gulamondi. There we have some pictures of, you know, how it fixes out. And this is Candida. There we go with the Candida parasilosis. I've heard about that as well. That's one of the that is, you know, in regards to infections of people. Interesting. Candida parasilosis again. Let's see. And you can see if you see it in regards to the difference of Candida albicans, you can see the difference. As far as here we have Candida creusia. That's the one that is actually I think that's the one that cannot be killed with diflucan. So it's resistant to that, as I understand it. Totally resistant, if I remember. But again, you can see the different. Oh, it's interesting pictures. Woohoo! Pictures! Oh, yeah. What do we have here? Candida pseudotropicalis. And you can see, you know. Interesting. Do we get a Candida? Ooh, that looks. You know, if you look at that picture, that looks actually very close to you know, it reminds me of Candida albicans in regards of you have the threads and all that, and you have the small dots. Of course, and you know, in regards, maybe they're not totally. If you look on up here, yeah, the dots are not the same as, you know, you have more round, I think, in regards to Candida albicans. But let's see, Candida tropicalis on a corn meal tween agar. But absolutely more in the direction of this reminds me of the floaters in my eyes in regards to the strings, you know. But it's not. Yeah, Candida fits a lot more. This is here. See, we got no. There we have Candida albicans. That's the yeast form, and we have the germ tubes. Apparently, that was the, what was it called? I can't remember. We have a germ tube thing here, and what is the pseudo? No, pseudo. I can't remember. But anyway, you have the yeast, you know, budding. You know, apparently it buds 2 there. I didn't know they could bud 2 at a time, but you know, okay. Maybe they can. Maybe they can bud more. Okay, I guess they yeah, okay. You know, why not? You know, I guess. Yep. That's a good picture, actually. It's blown pretty good up. You know, it's very. Interesting. So this is a chlamydospore production of Candida albicans. A structure in chlamydospores are suggestive of endospores, but in photo B, it is obvious that the structure are globulous or vacuolus. It's like A is 675 in regards to the zoom. That's actually pretty, wow. I was looking the cheapest, you know, one of the cheapest or a cheap microscope for 1,000 kroners. That's around, I guess, $200 or something like that. You know, you can actually go to 1,250 in zoom. Seems to saw someone make videos in regards to that. If I can see such clear, that would be pretty nice. But you know, there's some tricks, as I understand, in regards of dissolving the thing, so you can only see the fungi and all. Oh, what happened? Did we lose it? Oh yeah. Actually, it's interesting because it's morning and I actually don't feel it's that cold. I feel it's pretty hot, actually. Interesting. Anyway, whatever. But can we zoom that? Okay, come on. There we go. Here we see Candida albicans. That's a pretty good zoom, I think. I do wonder. So these are the spores.
guess these are. It's a little hard to actually show it on point. Well, when it actually reacts when I point at it. That would be a spore, and that would be a spore, and I guess those two maybe, and those two. As I understand it from
The fungi, it also depends on what is actually growing in or growing at in regards of how it actually, uh, you know, seems a little different in look. As I understood it, if you, I don't know, but overall, it's just I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. That was small. What? Oh, maybe because it. What did it do? Oh, so a small someone. So we have. My mythology of various yeast. Okay. Different. Oh, Candida. No. C. albidus. Oh, that's not Candida. At least I have some nice images, and it seems to be free, so that's nice. Oh, well, that was a nice suggestion of Google, I think. Let's just. Nope. Or maybe I actually have. Maybe I'm. Is this? No, maybe it's books that I've actually already added. Yeah. Okay. Or is it? No. It actually is Google. Showing. I think. How is it that it's cost only 0? What? Oh, give me a break. No, it's just insane. This world is insane. This world is utterly insane. This item is not available in your country. Is there like a wall between us in regards of the internet? Oh, give me a break. It's the same thing with Amazon. In the past, I could pretty much buy anything and everything. It was so easy to order, from whatever, England, Germany, or whatever, and all that. And now it's like half of the things. Oh, you cannot send to Denmark. So who? I don't know what is going on in this sick world. This item is not available. I know it was available before, so give me a break. This item is not available in your country. I'm getting kind of irritated. This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. I don't it's just utter bullshit. It's like seeing when you see YouTube censor videos in your country. Oh, it's censored in your country, and it's like, why am I not allowed to see that? Who is trying to hide information? Someone is trying to hide information, right? That's the Roman Catholic Church, by the way. It's the Antichrist of the number 666. It's the devil that don't want us to let us know. It's just, I've had videos censored on YouTube as well. It's just incredible. It's just disgusting. First, they got banned from, you see they banned them from these and these nations. And it's like, why are we not allowed to post that? For example, there was in regards of Hitler and all of that. We're not allowed to know the truth. It's incredible. This is a sick world. We shouldn't, I don't understand it why I don't understand why the people would just accept that we are just being bullshitted on so many levels. But apparently the Syriac Clementine recognition in homilies is now not available in my country. Give me a break. Of course, one of the problems also in regards of Amazon is if you have things and the item goes out of, then you lose the thing. It just removes it. It doesn't say that it's not there anymore. It doesn't show what was there before. It just deletes it. And then you can't see what you actually had fixed, that you might actually want it to for later, So if one gets to have a lot of resources, so one could get some of the things that one... but that's just utter bullshit. And as you can see, I have the sample of it. So I guess this Okay, this is probably my own library then that I have here. I thought it was actually things that it suggested. So I guess this must be a book that I've downloaded myself at some point. Library. I see my library apparently. It's just disgusting. This book is not available in your country. Oh, give me a break. That's the thing. I think that's that was so much easier in regards to piracy. You got on a torrent client and all that, and you could find everything that the government didn't want you to know. You could find it on a torrent client. You could download it. Well, I guess in regards to piracy, that's just because there's illegal stuff on a torrent client doesn't mean there isn't anything that is actually. Now, of course, it would maybe be illegal in regards of the government not wanting you to actually have these books. I remember, that there was these books in regards of, you could download, books that the government didn't want you to read, that the government had censored. And I'm like, hey, if the government doesn't want me to read those books, that sounds awful interesting, right? Or banned this and that, and but that's too much. So I haven't really gone into, I downloaded a lot of things. I remember, how easy it was, search in regards of 9/11, in regards of, the Twin Towers and all that. And what is going on with that and so forward, and you can download videos, very easily on the torrent client. It's just so much easier than, it was so easy to, but then they close one site down after another of these. I don't know if there exists some really good, what so-called conspiracy torrent things where they are. But again, of course, if the government makes something illegal, you just see how they suppress the information that is, I guess the same thing with all the Protestant books, but of course, still there's people coming, still upholding the truth of real history. But it was a lot easier. And, for example, you buy a program, right? And then they put spyware in the program. Buy an update. It was just disgusting, And then they changed this and changed that and just, I bought a program in regards of language and all that. And not long after I bought and paid for the program, they changed things I think they ruined it. I was like, I wouldn't have paid for it if I knew that it's just incredible. So here we go in regards of Karlstad. 600 kroners, for, and some of these books that are, it's just incredible, expensive, I think, compared to what we would like to have the truth out to the people. So those that are interested in the truth should be able to get access to the truth, right? But it seems like all these, scholars and all that, it seems they keep all the goodies for themselves, and then they can do a book on it and sell it instead of actually having it freely available for everybody to see, and then study, This is, anyway, laboratory method, medical mycology. That sounds so interesting. So yeah, it was me that have found these beforehand. It seems. Sample cannot. It's not available in your country. Oh, bullshit! Don't give me that bullshit. It's just. And what can you do? You can't do it. You can't really complain to anyone, right? Because they just do what they do because it's a despotic system. I already seen what they did to my YouTube channel. Just closed it down. I guess they will do the same thing with this one at some point. Oh, what do I care? I guess I'm pretty much also just talking to myself, and that's okay as well. Sitting here and researching and all that. That's Luther's table talk and all that. You can't get it in your country. You close the book from me. You take the information from me that yeah, it's not available in your country. Hey, it was available before. I could have paid for it before, and now out of nowhere, it's not available. It's like one of the Bibles to one of the free programs, and they apparently took it back and said, "Hey, you cannot have this book anymore. You cannot have this Bible version anymore." What bullshit, you know? How can you just? Oh, it's like you. It's just getting so tired of that. Here we go. Oh, buy 0. Let's see what it says. Maybe I shouldn't. Actually, maybe it comes up with some information and all that. But it'll probably give me something bullshit, you know. It's just anyway. So yeah. Anyway, I got a book in regards as anyway. Apparently, anyway. I'm getting a little tired, I guess. It's just bullshit. I'm just such bullshit. The Syriac Clementine recognition and homilies, I would like to, compare to some of the others versions that was out there. So to see, if that's probably, I don't know if that was anything. I can't remember what, but there are some interesting things in those books, I think. So yeah. Thinking. I think I got the Mycology book right in regards of sample Mycology. Yeah, a guide. Okay, it is the last books they're showing, of course. Okay, my bad. I haven't used it that much. As I tend to forget things, Again, I'm like a cup that is filled over already. So when I fill something else in it, it seems to. So a guide to the study of basic medical mycology. And I guess in regards of research of laboratory method and all that, that might also help in regards of what kinds are actually. And as I understand it, medical mycology is those, fungus that can actually do sickness to us. I think that's the idea of medical mycology, and of course that would be the prime thing that I would be interested in. So let's put this up there. Here we have a Petri dish, named after a guy, I guess named Petri, I think it was, or something like that. Here we have Ascomycota and Basidiomycota and lots of weird words and all that. Anamorphic fungi are artificial. Maybe we should close this one. And so we have characteristics of fungi and so forward. Psychomycota, psychomycetes, hypha are septate, mycelium is broad in form, and so forward. Yeah. And so forward. And should have something in regards of Candida albicans. So here we have molds. The colonies are made up of hypha and grow up by elongation of the tip or lateral branching, forming a tangled mass of hypha called mycelium. The hypha may become specialized cells that produce conidia called conidiogenous cells. But anyway. In Aspergillus or Penicillium, conidiogenous cells and conidiophores are two distinctly different structures. Okay. Anything spores, chlamydospores. Chlamydospores produce on corn meal tween 80 acre, yeah. And the rest cost 38 kroners. Well. Kind of annoyed, you cannot get that book in your country, It's like, when you censor things and censor information, that's just bullshit. And I do wonder how, in regards of YouTube, where they're getting the information that this is not legal to see in your nation. Who decides that I'm not allowed to see something in my nation? That's utter bullshit when we should be in regards of a country that is in regards of free speech and free Well, at least I don't know. I think our what the foundation law should be the Bible, but the world has gone nuts pretty much. Without the Bible to instruct us and all that, it's just going, utter nonsense. What is going on with the world? It's going downhill. It's going quickly, and no one seems to care. We're just murdering people. We're sick people. We are just destroying everything, and the Antichrist will rise in regards of his poop doom. Here we have a self-instructional text in regards of medical mycology, and apparently we have problems in regards to that sometimes. I don't know why it stops working. Stupidity. It's too much to ask that things actually works, right? In our days, same, they're trying to take everything over so they can control everything. Satan is really a control maniac. It's incredible. He wants information on anything and everything and control what we are fed in regards of information, because he doesn't want us to know about the truth. So it's the black one with the white spots on top. I think that's the things that they eat. And I don't know if you actually could die if you over time, but overall people are using it to just eat it and get a trip, get in contact with demons and all that. But yeah, it's the white and the green one of those that are really, really poisonous, that can kill you, can destroy your liver, I think it is. And you will first notice it when it's too late. Great. Too late. That's incredible sad. So you really have to be careful in regards to that. There was that antidote, but again, I can't remember where I found that information. I can't remember what it was. This scientist or whatever that fixed lectures, and then he ate a poisonous mushroom, and then afterwards he ate the antidote, and the fungi would normally have killed him, and he survived, because of the antidote. I can't remember what it was, if it was like vitamin C or something like that. I really don't remember. But yeah, I just remember reading. Maybe let's see here. Scientist eating poisonous mushroom and lecture. So he apparently did it every time he held the lecture, as I understand it. In the beginning, he ate it and he took the antidote, and then he kept his lecture. I really can't remember what it was. But it would have been nice to know what the antidote was, if it was vitamin C or something like that. I think, as I remember, there was something in regards to vitamin C being anti-poison, being against poisons, being able to, if you're eating something poisonous. I think vitamin C was, I can't remember, it was so many years ago, but it was interesting. And would have been nice to know what he actually was eating, what the antidote was. Again, if it was just vitamin C, you know, a good amount of vitamin C or something like that. Vitamin C maybe. Let's see, vitamin C. Maybe my memory totally off course. It still doesn't. Anyway, that was in regards to Monelia, and then we have medical mycology. So medical mycology, what is medical mycology? Medical mycology, the study of fungi, molds, and yeast that cause human disease. Fungal infections are classified according to the site of infection on the body or whether an opportunistic setting is necessary to establish disease. Fungal infections that occur in an opportunistic setting have become more common due to the conditions that compromise host defenses, especially cell-mediated immunity. Such conditions include acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, cancer, and immunosuppressive therapy to prevent transplant rejection or to control inflammatory syndromes. Additionally, opportunistic fungal infections have become more significant as several severely debilitated individuals live longer because of advances in modern medicine and hospital-acquired fungal infections are an increasing problem. Early diagnosis with treatment of the fungal infection and control of the predisposing cause are essential. See opportunistic infection. And by the way, in regards to going to the hospital, I found this graph. I actually put it on my Facebook as well. No, of course, we're already in the browser, right? So, I think it was Oprah that made a browser also for the mobile that actually was pretty. But the problem is it doesn't take away the. I don't know if they probably updated it, and it's probably still some problems in regards of it. But they had like a new system to control and all that. But anyway, but the problem is with this browser and Facebook, which probably is, as I understand, is actually Facebook that is the problem. As you can see, the images are bad, very bad, and that's just disgusting. And I think it's Facebook actually doing it in regards to my browser here, and that's very annoying and very bad. And usually I give the browsers the fault for it, and I found many of these stupidities that happened and all that on different sites like YouTube and all that. In the beginning I could actually play YouTube videos in the background. But YouTube didn't want to that you could do that, So YouTube decided to try to block that. Well, they actually did block it, and then they blocked it again in regards of, because I found a way around it, and then they blocked it again, and and I was a little mad in regards to the browser, but I found out it was not the browser, it's actually YouTube that did that, Google YouTube. Just total bullshit, and then began to sell the feature in the other application they had. Yeah, you have to be kidding me. You're taking the freedom from the user and just selling it instead. That's bullshit. Anyway, again, you can see it's very hard to actually see because the picture is so low quality. And I think I can thank Facebook for that. And the same thing, it does it with Google as well, making it low quality images. It's just bullshit. I don't think it's the browser. I think it's Facebook that is just bullshit and doing something so it doesn't work, as it should. And that's very sad. Of course, I could just push here maybe and see the PDF. Okay, open it up directly. But it's bullshit. That's just bullshit of Facebook. And yeah. Of course, it's stupid to use Facebook anyway with all that, bullshit advertising. So here we have bloodstream infection. Candida species are common cause of bloodstream infections and can be drug resistant and difficult to treat. And this is in, I think, in regards of the hospitals, isn't it? Let's see, let's maybe up here in regards of cases over time. Resistant Candida are commonly detected in hospitalized patients. About 7% of bloodstream infections are resistant to antifungals. I think it was in regards of maybe there was another, I can't remember. But anyway, here we go with the bloodstream infections. We have 37%. That is Candida albicans. I just thought it was in regards of, maybe it's overall, but anyway, we have Candida glabrata and number 2, C. parapsilosis, so number 3, and C. tropicalis, number 4. C. dubluensis, that's the one that looks like Candida albicans, and has 3%. Interesting that is actually, and actually Candida krusei, which they talk, is only on the 6th place. It's pretty low, but that's the one, as I understand, that is pretty resistant. So to a lot of, but they talk about the new Candida, what is it called? Candida. I can't even remember what the name is. I'm getting too tired here. Was it Candida Drude? I can't even remember. No. Oh well, let's just get back. Oh, there's books as well on. But this, some of these things. This is just something I think is bullshit. It's utter bullshit. How is it that I go on Facebook and they are not allowed? Oh yeah, but you can use our application. Oh, what if I don't want to use your application? And again, the YouTube thing, when they do all the stupidities and fighting against the browser. Well, if you want to make a program and all that, then make a program, but don't, destroy the experience for the users on the internet. And again, these companies are doing it on so many levels and censoring people and, listening to these people from the insides, how they are, on purpose making issues for users and, all the thing in regards of YouTube doing in regards of ghost what's it called, ghost banning and all that bullshit. That's just outrageous. So I don't have any care for Google and YouTube and pretty much Facebook. They can just, I got catched into this system and I should never have used it. I should have focused on a web page of my own instead, because you give over your power to others. But of course, in regards to the whole HTML, I think they trying as well to. Anyway, lots of things going on. It's a demonic, it's a fallen world, and yeah. Anyway. So fungal infections are an increasing problem. Early diagnosis with treatment of fungal infection and control of the predisposing cause are essential. See opportunistic infections. So antifungal drug therapy is extremely challenging since fungi are eukaryotes, as are their human host, leading to problems with toxicity or cross-reactivity with host molecules. Most antifungal drugs target the fungal cell membrane or wall. The gold standard for therapy of most severe fungal infections is amphotericin B, which bind to ergosterol, a membrane lipid found in most fungi. I do wonder how these different antifungals, if they are binding to ergosterol, how is it that, how would it, isn't it then, all of them seems to be doing, going for the same thing in regards of ergosterol, as I understand it. So if Candida becomes resistant to one, why wouldn't it actually become resistant to every other of these drugs? I don't know. It's just weird, because I don't know. Membrane lipid found in most fungi and some other organisms, but not in mammals. So again, when you take antifungals, it will target the fungal, the fungus, and not your own cells. Unfortunately, minor cross-reactive binding of amphotericin B to cholesterol in mammalian cell membranes can lead to serious toxicity. Apparently, there seems to be some cross-reactive binding, apparently, to cholesterol, which is ours. That's not so good. I haven't read anything in regards to diflucan doing that. Anyway, in mammalian cell membranes can lead to serious toxicity. So that would be in regards of amphotericin B, not diflucan, but anyway. Especially in the kidneys where the drug is concentrated. Recent advances in antifungal therapy include the use of liposomal amphotericin B and newer azoles such as fluconazole and itraconazole, which show reduced toxicity or greater specificity. Conversely, drug resistance in pathogenic fungi is an increasing problem as it is in bacteria. Candidiasis or candidosis is the most common opportunistic fungal infection. So this is the most common opportunistic fungal infection. That would be, I've seen where people put other things in regards to Candida, but mostly it's Candida albicans that's the first and foremost. But then you have, I think there was other species they put in instead of only Candida. You would think it would only be Candida albicans or Candida, right? In regards to candidiasis or candidosis. But there seems to have seen things where they put other species in as well. But anyway, and it has also, but they might be wrong. Who knows? It might be a source that got it wrong. I don't know. And it has also become a major nosocomial, hospital, nosocomial infection in hospitalized patients. Yeah, so they're pretty much saying the same thing as I understand it two times in regards of nosocomial, in regards of a hospital infection. And of course they would be in the hospital, right? So there's anyway, Candida albicans, there we go, is a dimorphic. That means it, both yeast and fungus form. Both of them is in some sense fungus, but you have the single cell yeast and then you have the string version of it. With the yeast form that is a member of the normal flora of the surface of mucous membranes. In an opportunistic setting, the fungus may proliferate and convert to a hyphal form. That's the strings, That's interesting in regards of yesterday, in regards of they're killing all the good guys. Yeah, they are killing all the good guys. The Jesuits, It's interesting that it seems like that he talked about, the French guy talked about that the general actually chooses who is going to be the in the office and seat of the Antichrist. I do wonder if we have the false prophet and you have two horns on the false prophet and all that. I do wonder. Anyway, there's a lot of false prophecy going on in regards of that institution of the Jesuits. That's for sure. Apparently we have some problems in regards to the connection as usual. I don't really. I was very nice in regards to the French guy, Bob, I think it was called. Well, I should probably have taken his offer in regards of taking the whole video, 1 hour, and I should actually get to download it. And if he ever comes up again, maybe we could actually do the whole hour and a half, even if. Or maybe we got into more of a conflict in regards to Jesus and, Anyway, it got a little heated, I guess, a little yesterday and a little crazy, I guess, in the end. So, Well, it would be nice to get the rest. I guess at some point, you know, I will be able to have it translated on the fly by. I don't understand why Google can translate some videos and not other videos. I don't know how that's. Anyway, candidiasis is the most common opportunistic fungal infection, and it has become a major nosocomial infection in hospitalized patients. Candida albicans is a dimorphic fungus with a yeast form that is a member of the normal flora of the surface of mucous membranes. In an opportunistic setting, the fungus may proliferate and convert to a hyphal form that invades these tissues. The blood and other organs, the disease may extend to the blood or other organs from various infected sites okay, let's try that again. Candida albicans is a dimorphic fungus with a yeast form that is a member of the normal flora of the surface of the mucous membranes. I guess the mucous membranes in regards of the gut as well. I'm not entirely sure in regards to these mucous membranes, but a little in regards to that direction. I think I do, but still, In an opportunistic setting, the fungus may proliferate and convert to a hyphal form that invades these tissues, the blood and other organs. The disease may extend to the blood or the organs from various infected sites in patients who are suffering from a grave underlying disease or who are immunocompromised. Other important opportunistic fungal diseases include aspergillosis, mucormycosis, and cryptococcus. Healthy person can acquire disease from certain pathogenic fungi following inhalation of the fungal spores. The so-called deep or systemic mycoses are all caused by different species of soil molds. So the so-called deep or systemic mycoses are all caused by different species of soil molds. I'm so tired, so even if I'm reading it, it's seemingly not. See, healthy persons can acquire disease from certain pathogenic fungi, harmful fungi, following inhalation of their fungal spores. The so-called deep or systemic mycoses are all caused by different species of soil molds. Most infectious are unrecognized and produce no or few symptoms. So most infections are unrecognized and produce no or few symptoms. However, in some individuals, infection may spread to all parts of the body from the lung, and treatment with amphotericin B or an antifungal azole drug is essential. Other fungal infections develop when certain species of soil mold are inoculated deep into the subcutaneous tissue. Inoculated. That's an interesting word. Do we have the medical? Nope, we need to go here. And get full license, 50% off. Yeah, whatever. Inoculate, okay. That's actually one of the words that I've heard being used. Give me a break. Trial ends in 16 days. Get 50% off. Couldn't you just tell me that like in the last day or 5 days or whatever when it's up, instead of telling me now and, getting me this offline dictionary free. Yeah, whatever. Avoid the misspelling inoculate. Inoculate. Avoid the misspelling inoculate. Okay. Well, I guess it's because it's Latin or something bullshit. As L, I guess L for Latin, inoculo, and PP, is that plural or something like that? Atus to engraft. I don't know what the PP is, but atus to engraft. So again, probably Latin, whatever, inoculate. Yeah, because we couldn't talk English, couldn't we? There must be another word instead of inoculate. Anyway, So inoculate to get, let's see here. Tunia. So disease resulting from no. Well, did it actually move away? Other fungal infections develop when certain species of soil molds are inoculated deep into the subcutaneous tissue, I guess in regards of into the flesh, such as by a deep thorn, prick, or other trauma. A specific type of lesion develops with each fungus as it grows within the tissue. Proper wound hygiene will prevent these infections. A ringworm, also known as dermo, and the dermo is in regards to the skin as I understand it. Dermatophytosis or tinea is the most common of all fungal infections. Oh, I thought that would be in regards to Candida. Oh, that's maybe in regards of systemic. Oh yeah, so that's, I guess Candida albicans is then the most prevalent systemic fungal infection. I thought it would just is the overall fungal infection that is on number one. I don't understand why they would. Oh well. Now you end up getting into some conflicting information here and there and all that. Of course, someone must be wrong. Ringworm, also known as dermatophytosis or tinea, is the most common of all fungal infections. Really? I thought it would be Candida albicans that would be the most prevalent, and then afterwards aspergillus, as far as I remember. So some species of pathogenic molds can grow in the stratum corneum. So, okay, stratum corneum, the dead outermost layer of the skin. Okay. Disease results from host hypersensitive to the metabolic product of the infecting mold, as well as from the actual fungal invasion. Tinea corporis, ringworm of the body, appears as a lesion on smooth skin and has a red circular margin that contains vesicles or vesicles. The lesion heals with central clearing as the margin advances on thick stratum corneum, such as the interdigital spaces of the feet. The red, itching lesions, known as athlete foot or tinea pedis, become more serious if secondary bacterial infection develops. The ringworm fungi may also invade the hair shaft, tinea capitis, or the nail, onychomycosis. Many pharmaceutical. There we go with the pharmaceutical. That was the word, pharmaceutical. That was the thing that I wanted to look up at some point. Do we just have the pharmaceutical in just one word instead of? Oh. It's going to be interesting. 3 days on diflucan. Going to be interesting. I've seen some pages where it talks about that in regards to the vagina and all that. When women have vagina problems, that it can take, even if it says one pill cure and all that, that might actually take a little longer. Cinnamycon. Oh, give me a break. You don't even have pharmaceutical in this book. You got to be kidding me. Apparently it's not advanced enough or what, there we go. Of relating to pharmacy or pharmacist. Well, anyway. So many pharmaceutical, I guess I'm a little negative when I'm getting tired, Many pharmaceutical agents are available to treat or arrest such infections, but control of transmission to others is important. See fungal infection, fungi, and yeast. So we have medical mycology, a branch of medical microbiology that deals with fungi that are pathogenic to humans. So that's the overall, I guess, a branch of medical microbiology that deals with fungi that are pathogenic to humans, harmful to humans. And that, of course, is what we're interested in. I'm not interested in all the rest, pretty much. I'm interested in, and of course, specific Candida albicans to understand more in regards to that. I thought it was, as I understood it, is the first and foremost, fungal infection of people. So I'm not sure in regards to the ringworm thing, which still is a fungus but makes like a ring around, but anyway, on the skin. Anyway, I guess we got that sorted out or looked into. Scientist eating poisonous. Apparently, I couldn't figure out who that guy was. Can't remember who talked about that or where the information was from. I guess I found the information, I think, at the time when I was researching a lot of eatable mushrooms as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a long, long time. It's many years ago, I guess, since I, heard about it. Opportunistic infections that cause a disease only when the host immune system is impaired, like drinking huge amount of alcohol, maybe, and eating a huge amount of sugar. The classic opportunistic infection never leads to disease in a normal host. The protozoan pneumonia, and of course smoking as well. It would be many factors, and being stressed, being whatever. That was something in regards if you're stressed and all that, you could hide. There was something in regards to the body that also could help actually promote fungal infection. Just by actually if you're stressed, I think it was stressed. It was on, see here, doctors talk about fungus. It's interesting. I've put it into the Candida forum, the Danish one, and they just, that's my live. Doctors talk on cancer or something like that. I think it was something in regards of that. No, maybe not. Facebook maybe. They could also, in regards of shattering cancer with resonant, vibrations. Let's see if we can find the video. I was interested because they talk in regards of just, if you just are stressed, that you could actually, make things, go in the wrong direction in regards of, might getting a problem in regards of fungi. Well. And yet, there's people out there saying, oh, no, you're just a nutcase, and no, fungi is no problem. And then you go on PubMed, and there's nearly 40,000 articles, and people will say, oh, fungi is no problem, this and that, and oh, it's just a conspiracy theory and all that. We have 40,000 nearly articles on PubMed, and you're going to tell me that it's just, nothing? I've got to be kidding me. And be, oh no, fungi is this and not that and all, but it's just, I'm getting tired. It's just babbling, it seems. We have the religion of peace, right? Chop chop, just very peaceful after we chop off the heads of people. Here we have the Gospel of John. That's amazing video in regards of the gospel, the book of John. I'm not sure why they call it gospel. I guess it's 4 books about one gospel, one. So yeah, anyway. I wonder where it is. Doctors talk on. I guess I'm posting so much, so it's long down. Fungal disease awareness, think fungus. But that was not the video I was looking for. Now, should it be in the other direction? I would think. I talked us talks. Didn't I post it here? I'm pretty certain that I did. Oh, I need to read that at some point. Finish that. I know where it is. Apparently it's not here, somewhere. Oh well. I should stop now. Have a good one, and may Jehovah bless you, and may Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and may the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth, be in us all. Amen. Have a good one, all of you. Getting to the... Oh, no. Why are you promoting a Catholic picture? I guess the wolves are really coming out in the bushes these days. I don't know. Why? This is a Roman Catholic picture. It's just incredible. Give me a break. Falling down before images and idols and bullshit and cookies and I don't know what, It's incredible. Be aware of wolves in sheep clothing. Be aware of Roman Catholics. Romanist, The Antichrist is Roman. He's the head of the Roman Catholic Church. That's the office and seat of the papacy. The Roman Emperor, the Roman Caesar, the Pontifex Maximus, the high pagan priest. The man of the number 666. Every Protestant knew it in the past. Why is it that no one knows it in our days? Well, very few knows it in our days. Why is it that the so-called Protestants are running back under the wings of the Antichrist? Which actually means against Christ, actually, because, like antibiotic against life and so forth, and another antifungals and all that against fungi. And yeah, so anyway. Be aware of wolves in sheep clothing that, if possible, could deceive the very elect. You think Jesus warned us about these things, or Yeshua? Do you think he warned us about these things just because, maybe he knew that there would come wolves in sheep clothing that looks like the real thing, but it's not? It's disgusting. Anyway, have a good one. Be careful. Read your Bible. Be careful of Paul. And read your Bible. Because this world is heading for poop doom. So, the so-called New World Order, which is just the old world order, I guess, might be on steroids, but it's the poop doom. Anyway, have a good one.